Hello everybody, welcome back to Louisiana Homestead. I'm Mr. E. It's been a while since I did a video by myself, but I'm gonna put some deer meat smoking today in the smokehouse. I'm gonna do some what we call tasso. We used to say tasso when I was growing up, but most people call it tasso here in Louisiana. I got some deer shoulder meat. I believe it is this one here, and I've got some deer from what we call the ham, the hind quarter. Some of the more tender parts I'll use mostly for jerky, and this one for tasso, where you can use that to flavor your tasso, to flavor beans and gravies and gumbos with a smoked flavor. And I'll try to use the one from the deer ham from the rump area, like the round steak area. I'll probably smoke it, and then I might dry some even more for jerky in the food dehydrator. So let's see what we got going out here. What we got going on. You might have seen I showed that smoke earlier. What I do is I start that fire, and when I first started, I'm using just different sticks and stuff. So I want the smoke flavor on the meat to be from the pecan wood. So what I'm gonna do is just get the fire going, and then get some good pecan wood going before I put my meat in here. So I'll probably have to disconnect the pipe to hang the meat up, but I'll get that hung up and show y'all what it looks like. And y'all stay tuned today. I'm hopefully not on this video, but I'm gonna try to do another video, get some footage. I'm at home by myself today. Miss KK's visiting her sister and her mom and helping her sister with some stuff. And got a little surprise. We started with the hook net stuff again, so stay tuned. There should be another video after this one on picking up the hook net for the first time this year. All right, let me get that meat hung up here in a little bit. I knew it wouldn't freeze real solid today. Or at least I didn't think it would. But I have another hose here that's completely empty of water in case I needed it. So it wouldn't freeze. I'm just getting my stuff ready to hang my meat. I'm gonna put the deer shoulder pieces that I'm gonna use for tasso. I'm gonna put that in the back because it'll be picked out last probably, because I'm gonna smoke my jerky a little less and probably dry it in the food dehydrator, I think. Might get y'all a little closer. It's still kind of cold today. Like I said, it got down enough to freeze the little bit of water that was in that hose, but it's not too bad out here right now. Yeah, we're gonna cut this meat up for flavoring gravies and gumbos and I cut the parts that I wanted off this deer shoulder and just kept cutting around and around to make a long piece. How y'all cut y'all's? Y'all let us know if y'all do this, any of our viewers. Ooh, that meat is cold. Been in the ice box. I don't know, I got salt and pepper and red pepper and black pepper, and it's got a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, a little bit of teriyaki, which I've done it with just salt and pepper before. It's really all it needs. I stopped up my my pipe with a little foil so that it won't smoke me out while I'm in here. Oops, I don't want to pick that up till it's a barbecue pit handle that fell off the barbecue pit. But I don't want to contaminate my hands with dirt, so I ain't gonna pick it up yet. That piece is kind of short and it don't want to hang good. I got some wire that has some barbs on it and some that don't. Been smoking meat as long as I can remember, since I was a kid. My daddy used to stretch his barbed wire out and kill a bunch of deer and just hang up just gobs and gobs of that. I can remember eating it when I was a kid, squatting in that shed, and they'd have so much red pepper on there. That's where I started learning how to eat pepper, I guess. Not just anybody could eat it. He had so much red pepper on it. But it was awesome. I smoke all this with sweet pecan wood, but you can use any kind of fruit trees just about, from my experience. Wild cherry works good, but pecan, I got no complaints with it. I know one thing. This meat's been sitting in the ice box all night, and it's crazy how it makes your hands freeze and fooling with so much of this meat. I cleaned this wire off yesterday with some scrubby brushes and the hose. And that's another reason I wanted some of this smoke in here first to kind of, I don't know, sanitize some of it. I say jerky. Jerky is just usually more dried out. Tasso's not quite as dry. Maybe some thicker meat cut, but you can eat it all like this once it's smoked. It's not much difference between the two, in other words, really. Okay. Sorry about that. My hands are good and froze. All right, we've got another batch. Now, this is the one I cut up from the deer ham. I call it the hind quarter. The choice parts that you would usually fry, like chicken fry, steak. We grew up calling it the deer ham, the hind quarters. My hands are freezing. But I cut it up a little more choice to go with the grain of the meat and all, so that you could easily chew it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And it's a better piece for jerky, in other words, this meat that I got here, hopefully. You see, I got it, I don't know if you can see, but I got it cut with the grain of the meat where it'd be easy to chew on, if that makes any sense. But oh man, it is cold. That seasoning I got on here sure smells good. That's another good piece. Like perfect jerky pieces. I'm gonna hang the rest of this up, guys. Turn that camera off a minute and go get my my hands warm. I can't hardly feel my fingers no more. Okay, try to get this finished. Got my hands warm. If the Heavenly Father lets me, when I get this done, I'm gonna go in and get me a bite to eat. And kind of regroup. That wind's starting to blow. It feels colder than it did when I stopped a while ago. So I might have to put a little different clothes on. And when I'm done with this, I'm gonna go see about checking some hook nets. That's gonna be another video. My door. That wind is going crazy. Almost got it. All right, here, Izzy, you want these little crumbs? Come on, baby. All right, everybody. I got it all hung up. We're gonna take that aluminum foil off the pipe so the smoke can come on back out in the smokehouse and put some more wood on it. Then we're gonna call that a wrap. And what we'll do is, if the Heavenly Father lets us, we'll take the camera out when all this is done in a day or two. I'll monitor it and we'll try it out and taste test it and see how good it came, or how good it came out. So let me get this camera tripod here. I had my camera tripod sitting on a tomato cage right here to film this. So here we are. We'll take this off so that smoke can come on in here. We're gonna come right here. We're gonna close that. And then we're gonna do that with some pecan wood. This open. And we should get smoke coming out of here. Look how pretty that is, y'all. Leave us a comment, tell me what y'all think about that. And when we get it all done, we'll taste test it and let y'all know. We'll do another video. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Let's get this smoke going. Misty ain't too good at doing these videos, but people like to watch the unscripted, just the way it is. We just film it as it goes. All right, y'all. We'll have some smoke pouring out of here in a little bit. Y'all stay tuned. Get ready. We're gonna have another video, like I said, hopefully tasting this stuff, and watch for a hook net fishing video. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.